Welcome back. So let's talk about my favorite time of the year, but we're going to narrow it down. For a very long time now, Christmas has become an out-of-this-world experience at the Eco Hotel and Suites. I know you know what I'm talking about. You a regular visitor to the Eco Hotel and Suites. Christmas in Wonderland. And so it's happening again. They never fail to deliver. So joining us to have a conversation about what this year's outlook will be at the Eco Hotel and Suites is the mastermind behind the Wonderland experience itself. Welcome with us, Dr. Iyaduni Gbadebo, the Director, Sales and Marketing, Eco Hotels and Suites, Victoria Island. We also have Mrs. Eloho Olumide Awe. She's the Portfolio Manager, Nigeria Bureau's PLC, Igomu, Lagos. Beautiful women. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having us. Good morning.
Good morning. Let's start with Christmas Wonderland, Eco Hotel and Suites 2025. What's it going to look like?
Well, it's tropical Christmas Wonderland at Eco Hotels and Suites. It would be phenomenal. I mean, in the last 7 years, we have invested very heavily in ensuring that families, Africans in the diaspora, international audiences find, an experience that's truly authentically African, that they can, come to explore all the beautiful creativity that Africans are about. And what we, our own tale of an African Christmas, really, because most people are used to just going abroad, and seeing, what a white Christmas looks like. But I think Africa is ready. I think Nigeria is ready. I think Lagos is bustling with a lot to show off. And so at Eco Hotels, we have been very intentional about how we express what a truly African tale of Christmas can be like for families.
And so let's bring in the partners. Maltina is, traditionally a partner with the Christmas Tropical Wonderland experience. What are you bringing on to this Christmas in Eco Hotel and Suites this year?
Good morning once again. It's been a 7-year journey, and we've been on this together. And right from day one, when the idea of the Christmas Wonderland was conceptualized by the Eco Hotel team and they shared with us at Nigerian Breweries, we've been joyful partners on this journey. Why is this important? At Nigerian Breweries, we are known for brewing the joy of true togetherness. That's one of our true purpose. And enjoyment of life is a key value for our business. For the Maltina brand, it's one of the #1 family brands in the country. And it's for many years been known for nourishing and bringing happiness to families and to homes. And so for us, this partnership is really, really symbiotic, because when you come to the tropical Christmas Wonderland, you see families together, you see them letting down. The beauty about the space is that you get an opportunity to stay together as a family in the hotel, but also experience all the different activities going on in the hotel. So for us, it's been wonderful. This year is going to be legendary, in keeping with our legendary Christmas theme. We're really bringing, I think it's themed around the Festival of Lights, and we're really bringing legendary lighting to the hotel, but also to the theme park, where there'll also be activities happening. And so really, really expect a lot in terms of a cool experience from Maltina. I think we were discussing just this morning, and we're also going to be bringing our signature for the first time Christmas glow truck. So it's going to really be bringing some excitement and festive cheer to the country, to Eco Hotel, and to all the events and families that will be happening. And we'll be giving out a lot of drinks for families to enjoy. So it's going to be really, really a great time at Eco Hotel this year with Maltina and Eco Hotel.
You feel like to schedule a few things.
You should. You should.
Let me bring you in.
You can't reschedule the show, can you?
That would be a wise thing to do, actually.
That would be the wise thing to do. Given what they are promising, it's already, literally you want to go and experience this. But let's talk about, from a growth perspective, how you've been able to scale this and consistently hold it for this long, and what perhaps testimonials there are, because testimonials are guarantees of references, the references are guarantees of continuity and sustainability.
That's right. I would say that in the last 7 years, this whole idea started really as a test run. Let's do something over a weekend. Let's create a package where people will just book a room, and get meals and just stay away from home, and not have to do anything at home. But in the last 7 years, we have grown to developing even themes around it. I remember the first year we had done a tropical Christmas. We moved on to Candyland, and then COVID came. It was very difficult. It was miserable for us because, as you know, we in the hospitality and tourism industry were grossly hit by COVID. And it forced us really to think out the box. We were, prior to then, seen as a very corporate business hotel, even though we have very massive leisure facility. And we thought, there's no point trying to box your creativity in a small place when you can do better than that. And so creating that week, starting out that weekend experience, just gave us opportunities to just think bigger. And now we're doing 5-day experiences, we're doing 7-day experiences, we're doing a whole long 12, 13-day holiday experience where you get both your rooms. A family of 4 gets a package where you have rooms with breakfast, lunches, and dinners. You now have access to Broadway musical theater shows, circus shows, puppet shows, comedy shows, choirs, significantly large, numbers like that. We've hosted. It started out being Nigerians, people coming from Abuja, Port Harcourt, who see Lagos as a getaway. But in the last 7 years, I dare to say that the audience has massively changed. You have the Africans in the diaspora, you have a lot of expats now coming, to experience this. And 3 years ago, especially when we now, created that African tale of Christmas, where we wanted to start telling you Santa is coming from the North Pole, we have a carnival, with him and his crew arriving, but we're showing you what Africa looks like. We're showing you people performing performances, creative performances from the East, the West, and North and South of all of Africa, because even Africans haven't experienced all of Africa enough. And it's no more fun to travel abroad. It's too expensive. It's ridiculous. They don't want us anywhere there. So they should come here and experience, the beauty and everything.
I'd like us to talk about that.
Let's bring in a law for a moment.
Yeah.
Because they are putting money in, so we need to look at the money end as well.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about how this reflects on your brand value, because this is really critical. For you to jump in on it. And I can see that as a representative of Maltina, you're very excited to be partnering with Eco Hotel and Suite. Tell us about that. Well,
I think the big thing for us is, yes, Maltina is at the heart of this, but we actually see this as a business partnership as Nigerian breweries. So it actually really does key into our values. One of the big things I mentioned earlier is that we value enjoyment of life. And of course, when you have events like this, people are more relaxed. They tend to then open, more bottles of, Maltina, Amstel Malta, and some of our other beverages, because it's actually a family experience. So there's something for everyone in the family.
So more money for you.
Of course, more consumers drinking our products, let me put it that way. You understand? So it's for us, we see it bigger than just, Maltina being at the center, but actually this entire business, partnering with Eco Hotel on this journey. Because even while we have the tropical Christmas events, at Eco Hotel, you have a lot of concerts happening. Yeah. And, where the young people, the Gen Zs and everybody is coming. And then you see that, with this partnership, we're able to also connect with these younger audience, and then they get to take our products during this organization and engage with our brands, you understand? Really see the life of our brands come alive. And that is what builds brand equity, brand association, which is, the ultimate goal at the end of the day for companies like us.
And that's a very vivid image, seeing Maltina bottles, in family tables all around. But I'm quite excited about the African element of tropical Christmas Wonderland. That's right. And I imagine that there's a huge partnership with the creative sector to bring it alive. Yes. And I'm sure that that's what, a lot of people want to hear you talk about as well, the highlights of this, African element in this year's Christmas. So what are we to expect specifically?
Right. Just before I get to that, Maltina And the partnership that we have with Maltina is not in stylus. We also have Zenith Bank, who have been our sponsors for the last 4 years. And you know what Zenith does on Ajose Adeogun. You know how Ajose Adeogun has become the, I don't know, Oxford Street of Lagos, you know, where everyone, even people who cannot afford a real holiday, get dressed in their Sunday best and go out there and take photos. I mean, they have parades going on there. We have carnivals. And so it's intentional when brands that are, you know, forward-thinking come together to present a beautiful way to give Africa a voice on the global map. And we take that partnership very seriously. And of course, everybody's making something financially out of it, but I can guarantee you that it's not the financial part of it that's a big deal for us. It's how the brands have emotionally connected with the audience and how we're actively selling what the beauty, the talent, the creativity of Africans to the world.
So this is a hotel, Maltina,
Zenith Bank. Correct.
So
yes.
just in closing.
Yes.
The dates.
Dates.
That's important. Yeah.
Right.
Tickets, just basic details. Like.
So we start off on the 20th. Our first family is checking on the 20th. And of course, for people who are there for 5 days, they check out on the 25th. But we have packages that are, you know, different packages, 5 days, 4 days, but checking in 20th, 22nd, 29th, and, you know, the people staying on the long vacation. Packages are sold out already in terms of lodging in the hotel. We've just launched a few more rooms because we only want to take the amount of people that we can safely and securely manage. But we do have tickets, walk-in tickets and day passes, because we've now considered that there are people who might not be able to come and stay, find rooms to stay in the hotel, but still want to experience everything, you know, on a daily basis. We have ticketed events that are within, I don't know, 50,000, 30 to 50,000 per show. But for the value that you're getting, I'm sure that by the time you watch our shows, you'll be very willing to pay.
So, Jeffrey, if you're planning to lodge...
No, I can't lodge. I'm busy. I'm busy.
Jeffrey, you can't be too busy.
Yeah, I'm a journalist. We don't have holidays. We're essential service providers.
Okay,
so
come in the evening, 6 o'clock, and watch a 2-hour show. At least
that works for us.
That also works to report the shows on the morning brief. It's something that we can also consider. But we must anchor at this point. And thank you so much, ladies, for coming on the program. Dr. Iyaduni Gbadebo is the Director, Sales and Marketing, Eco Hotel and Suites, Victoria Island, Lagos, and Mrs. Eloho Olumidiawe is the Portfolio Manager, Nigeria Breweries PLC, Igomo, Lagos. Beautiful ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us. Thank you so much.
See you at Christmas.
Yes, yes, indeed. Merry Christmas.
Merry
All right.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.